Really sweet. Hey, good morning. We are here on the edge of Capitol Reef National Park, and we have got an extraordinary adventure set up for today. My campsite, just to begin with, is in a beautiful location surrounded by Bentonite Hills and Harlot Wash as well, which is going to be over my shoulder right in back there. God, that was a spectacular spot. Really impressed. And today we are going not quite into the park and fly the drone around the Queen of the Wash. And that is a big, beautiful Bentonite Hill. And it's kind of the head of a big horseshoe ridge, all made of bentonite. So we're going to take a 3-mile ride over there. And then we're going to go ahead and climb that Queen of the Wash, dance with her as we saunter across the entire horseshoe-shaped ridge and show you all there is to see. So glad you could join me. We'll see you out at the Queen. Well, it's just a short yet beautiful ride up the hill there. And there's our first look at the Queen of the Wash. And wow, I think we're in for a treat. That's a little more impressive than I expected. So let's go check it out. The bike has been stashed and we are heading up the wash now. And the wash is pretty cool. So there's that whole scene. And then the Queen herself is right here. And it is looking beastly. I am looking for a weakness to get up this thing. Boy, that is a long way to go tumbling down a dirt hill into rocks at the bottom. So take a hard look at that. It looks tough. Tougher than I expected. Well, looking all around, I'm thinking maybe right up through there. It is monstrous. I'm gonna give this a shot and hope that it's a little easier than it looks. Right up through there. A couple forks options might help too. Wow, cool window. And here we go. Upsy daisy. All right. Well, me and my Kaha 3s from Huckberry are kicking ass, and turns out the best way to get up here is really in these little channels. Doesn't leave a mark, and it's really secure. Really sweet. I think this is gonna work. Easier than I thought, too. Wow. Whew. That part didn't last long. Oh. Yep. guess a bird. Well, pretty place to go. Sweet little sidewalk. All right, well, we have visited Lady of the Wash proper. That was the biggest summit back there, but I think a lot of this is going to be just as cool as I'm sure you saw from some of that drone footage. Just amazing. And then there are a couple of things I want to mention, and that is this place is beautiful, and I'd really like to keep it that way. You don't need to leave big digger marks in this dirt. On the flat, you're not going to leave hardly any tracks at all. You'll just be crushing the bentonite that'll puff back up. But when you are going up a steeper spot, avoid it marring it and sliding a lot. And one of the best ways is to just stay in one of these little runnels. So that'll definitely help with traction as well as with making a mess. Feels like petrified wood, but I don't think it is. Well, I am gonna have to say it's stunning for sure. Although the wind is picking up a little bit, and that's fine. Wow, is it neat. Going that way. And hopefully all the way around. I don't see why not. Well, we're climbing out of the back of the wash, and there it is. Wow, really aesthetic. And again, really do your best to avoid leaving big tracks. You're gonna leave some, and that's just squishing the puffed up bentonite. It expands up to 10 times its own size when it gets wet compared to dry. So I think that's okay, but you do want to avoid sliding and leaving big streaks. And again, when you can't, stay in the runnels. It adds traction. Although that said, Huckberry, the fine sponsor who has set me up with these awesome Kaha Hokas, has made traction really not that bad of an issue. And there they are doing their thing. And again, I'm staying in the runnel so that I can avoid leaving, oh shoot, big tracks. I have stopped in this little boulder cave to have a little lunch because it is getting really windy out there. So just to give you an idea, I don't know if you can hear that, but wow. There's where it all began. Going all the way across. It was the turn, a little more scrubby, but that beautiful point, the last place I flew, scared the hell out of myself, and gale force winds. Well, it is too windy to set up any camera. So I'll just hang on to the selfie stick and show you around. Wow, really amazing still, great light, but the wind is really crazy. We're gonna make a run for it. Oh yeah, Kaha 3, baby. Love you. All right, we made it. Little sidewalk. So that was exciting. There's no doubt about that. This is just plain cool. Alrighty, time to wrap it up. I got in this little wash and there is somewhat less wind. Hopefully this comes out okay. So the story is great trip, really fun. You definitely would rather pick a not windy day. I knew the wind was coming and I just figured I'd get done in time, and I think I did. Except for that last little bit actually. So really cool there. And then I just kind of freelanced it getting up and down, and that was definitely the most dangerous part. You gotta kind of find a good spot to get up or down. Not anywhere is gonna work. So aside from the steep mud, if you pick the wrong spot, pretty easy, really easy on top, gentle and nice. But be picky about where you come up and down, and you can always kind of traverse around and get a look at other parts of the ridge in order to figure that out. You know, just don't be adverse to backtracking and doing a little searching, and you should be able to get it to work. So that's my story. Fun ride, no question about it, and really unique. So I would recommend it, but again, probably not a big destination, but boy, really a day well spent. So hopefully you enjoyed it as well. We'll see you on the next one.